pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. And now the Guardians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Towing the slab in today's game, Shane Baz. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Just missed. Bounce to the right side. Alonso takes it himself. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's the Guardians lineup now. At the bottom of the lineup, a guy trying to turn things around. Gabriel Arias.
Well, most guys really like playing at home, sleeping in their own beds, playing with their kids, being with their families before heading to the ballpark. Just kind of helps you relax a little bit and realize that, life is bigger than just this game and sort of release that pressure. But for some reason, he's struggled quite a bit here, and you kind of wonder if things are going to turn around for him. They have to, because most guys are better at home. But we'll see if he gets it going in this one.
Drops into the glove, and there's 2 away.
Batting third. The third baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Here comes a pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. We played an inning, no score. Top of the second. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Here's a 2-1.
And
another ball. Kenny Jansen doing home plate duties in this one.
Not a huge strike zone from Jansen, so he can't really be called a pitcher's umpire, but he does like the bottom part of the strike zone. We may see some pitchers steal a few strikes down there, especially the ones right below the knees. That's if their catcher can present it properly. He's got to throw any pitch at any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Orioles. On the ground, right side. On to first. Out. 2 up, 2 down.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync, and the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Adley Rutschman. The 1-1. And a foul ball. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. In time. Out. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now here's the veteran DH, Rhys Hoskins. At the belt and fires. And that's down and away.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Check swing, and he held up. The 3-1. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Well, that could be a tone setter for the inning. 4 straight pitches and the leadoff batter's on base. We'll see if the next guy waits until there's a called strike before he takes the bat off the shoulder.
And here's the first baseman, Kyle Mansardo. And the righty deals. Hoskins on at first, nobody out. Now one way inside. The pitch. Wouldn't chase that time. He goes down looking.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter. The pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Here's Brian Urquijo.
3-1.
That one missed. And a 3-1 on the way. Runner on the go. And that one fouled off. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We played 2 full. No score. Here in Cleveland, all set for the start of the inning. Digging in, Jeremiah Jackson. To third, Ramirez. Throws to first.
That's an out.
1 up, 1 down.
Batting in, the designated hitter, Tyler.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. One down, base is empty. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. The 2-1. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Top of the third, no score. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, and we're still knotted at 0. Back now at Progressive Field. Naylor at the plate now.
The catcher.
And the right-hander deals. And that one is lifted in the air. And it drops in. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
So in now for Cleveland, Angel Martinez. There's a 1-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Way inside, and that hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Now here is Gabriel Arias. And a base hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. That's a good sign coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
And up next for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. And look out. That one gets him. The second man, he's blunt in this one.
Definitely problem with the release point there, and it just comes back to bite him. They're going to get away from you at times, but you just can't let it happen with the bases loaded. That's a painful RBI for the hitter.
Cleveland up around looking for more. Up and in. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
The pitch. Fastball for a strike. It's 2-2.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Out to center. Base hit. Run is in. And they don't push it. Runner holds at third. Base is loaded now with still nobody out.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Oh, man, that's a tough one to swallow. Had the distance, just couldn't keep it fair. Imagine how great that feels, running around the bases when you just hit a granny. He's got to dig back in, figure out a way. Maybe he can do it again.
And a 1-2. Brings it in. Both brothers tagging. He'll score on the sac fly. 3-0.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. The runner at third. Valera at first. 1 gone. Hit on the ground might be 2. Wide throw, and it gets away. Lead runner makes the turn at second. But he's in safely at third. A run comes in on the play.
That one really hurts. You're already down in the game, and that error puts you even further behind. Just can't let it compound from here, though. You got to flush it, get ready for the next one, make a play, get back in the dugout.
1 down. Kyle Mansardo digs in for the Guardians. Not even close there. Yeah, that's ball 2.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Right-hander kicks, deals. That's in there. And the count is 2-2.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
The Guardians trying to break this one open as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Out towards right center field. Kowser makes the play. Runner tagging from third. Throw is on. He scores. It's 5-0.
Man, there's a sac fly to bring home another run in this inning. These hitters are just piling it on. We're seeing some really quality at-bats out of this team right now.
Ryan Rocchio will hit next. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning here in the last half of the third. That one ripped right center field. Jackson raging back towards the wall. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Cut off. Now a throw home. Slides his hand in there. Save. And It's now a 6-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. Double into the gap, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. Just beat him to the spot. Kept his hands tight inside that baseball, and that just allowed him to drive it into the alley right there.
Brandon Hyde out of the dugout now, and he's ready to make a move to the bullpen. Shane Baz won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Tyler Wells takes over on the mound.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. Man at second. A dive. Nice stop to first. Nicely done for the out.
Well, that's cat-like reflexes over there at the hot corner. Nice job of making that play and ending the inning.
And we're back on to the 4th. Down the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. 2-1 now.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Pulls it in on the run. And there's one down.
The batter number 7, second baseman
Jackson Holliday, the next to hit for the Orioles. The Orioles still looking for their first hit in this one. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Left-hand batter waits. And a foul ball, he stays alive. One down, base is empty. Not close with that one, and the count's even at 2. On the ground, out to short. And that's an out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Henderson.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Gunnar Henderson. Two down, nobody on. Oh, he doesn't get the call, and it's 2-1.
They can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7. Orioles held in check there. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Here in Cleveland, and now the center fielder, Angel Martinez.
The center fielder, Angel Martinez.
Ball to strike. The pitch.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
The pitch. This one popped up. Under it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
So digging in, Gabriel Arias. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And now the count is full.
Full count.
And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Ward right there to make the grab. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the fifth inning. Here's Pete Alonso. The pitch. Too low, and it's ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Base knock right field.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
Man at first, Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Orioles. High fly ball out into left center field. Long run, nice grab. And there's one away.
The catcher, number 35, Adley Rutschman.
Adley Rutschman up now. He didn't just play baseball while at Oregon State, Zingy. Adley was also on the football team.
Yeah, that's right. Adley was a place kicker his freshman year, averaged 60 yards per kick. And we've all seen the highlight of him tackling Christian McCaffrey. Not an easy feat.
20 touchbacks, too. Not bad. In the air, center field. Squeezes it. That's out number 2. So man aboard. And next for the Orioles, Jeremiah Jackson. The Guardians up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 5th. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Kicks and deals. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Another frame in the books as the perfect game falls by the wayside. It's the Guardians 6 and the Orioles nothing. Here in Cleveland, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, George Valera. And the pitch. This to third. Into the outfield, base hit.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Jose Ramirez. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Righty to the plate. That's inside. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 1 out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Right-handed reliever. That one ripped. Ward snags it for the 2nd out.
The first baseman, number 9, Kyle Manzardo.
So in now for Cleveland, Kyle Manzardo. Valera leads off first with 2 down to the inning. On the ground, Henderson. They get the force. Inning over. 1 left for the Guardians. They lead it though 6-0. Back now at Progressive Field. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Tyler O'Neill. That one in for a strike, 2-2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there. Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
In the air, left field. Calls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. And that's in the dirt.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
And that gets down for a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Jackson Holliday, the next to hit for the Orioles. Snap throw behind the runner, but he's back. Two outs. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Guardians 6 and the Orioles nothing. Bottom of the inning, and here is Ryan Rocchio.
The second baseman, Ryan Rocchio.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Anytime you win a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And now here is Bo Naylor. That one outside, 2-2.
2-2.
Rocchio aboard here at first with nobody out.
He's mixing his pitches really well late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. Let's see if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Rutschman makes the grab, 1 down.
The center fielder, number 1.
Man at first. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Angel Martinez. The 1-1. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove. But you really get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. kicks and fires. Hit hard on the ground is short. They take the force out, and that'll do it. Guardians lead 1, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. New inning getting started, and into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. 3-2. Payoff pitch. And they'll do it again.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
Payoff pitch. On the ground right side. Roquillo slings to first. That's the first out at the top of the 7th.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
Inside.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1. And another ball.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. The relay, but he's in there easily.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And at second with 1 away. So next to hit for Baltimore, Taylor Ward. Got a good eye there. And it's fouled away. The Guardians up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a pitch. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Alonso is waved home. Here's the throw to the plate. He's safe.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just kept it simple. Played down with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Adley Rutschman. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Chris Bassett.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. Next pitch is downstairs. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Number 60 getting loose out there. Ennis warming up as well. Wouldn't chase that time. Hit the air, left field. That one gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch to the plate. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for the base hit.
It's through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
A couple of singles back to back. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, cut out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Now here is Jose Ramirez. And here it comes. And a foul ball.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, but maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable. Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
And another ball. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Ward ranging back, and that one is out of here. He circles the bases. Home run number 10 of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 9-1.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you. Pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Ennis gets the call from the pen.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians. That one the other way, puts it away for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in, Ryan Rocchio. Already 3 runs across in the frame here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Jackson makes the catch, inning over. Guardians put up 3 on this homer, and this is now a 9-1 ball game. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Matt Festa.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Matt Festa.
And into the box for Baltimore, Jeremiah Jackson.
Jeremiah Jackson.
And he deals. That just misses. The count now 2-2. Action in the pen down there. Number 62 up and loosening in the pen. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Stayed with the fastball on all 3 pitches to put him away.
Yeah, just straight attacked him, and those locations of the fastball is what really stood out to me, Boog. Started him inside, really good location. Then he went away for strike 2, going kind of east-west, and then finishes him off up in the zone with some good velocity. That's just great execution.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That misses the zone. Now 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side. To first, out. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Now the center fielder, Colton Cowser.
And next for the Orioles, Colton Cowser. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two down, nobody on. In the air to left center. Kwan settles underneath it. And that is that. And we're back, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Stepping up for the Guardians, Bo Naylor. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. And now the lefty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
3-1.
And now it's filled up.
Full count.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 2 gone now.
Man, there was no deviating from the fastball right there. He just kept coming after him with it. Here it is. Hit it if you can. And he just couldn't find a way to put it in play.
Two outs. Liner, base hit.
Just a solid swing right there. Cut it out front and lift it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And now Stephen Kwan. And a pitch. That misses. And that's ball 2.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Wouldn't chase that time.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Now a high fly ball out to left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. 1 left for the Guardians, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Jordan Westburg. That's out to center field. And there's a hit.
He was all over that one. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
And now line drive. And that's a fair ball. Westburg round second on his way to third. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. Safe.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Whipped it down the line. Nice job of staying in the mechanics.
So a man aboard. So next to hit for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. Man at second. Gets the call. And it's 1-2.
1-2.
Righty delivers. Just misses with that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Holiday stands at second with no outs. Puts and misses. It's a strikeout.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, but get back on track. His team needs him.
He's 2 outs away. Pete Alonso, the next to hit for the Orioles. And a 1-1. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll touch them all. His 28th home run of the season. It's 9-4.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Colin Holderman.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
So 1 out, nobody on. Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward.
No, that's
Just
a ball.
missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Already 3 runs across in the frame here at the top of the 9th. On the ground to short, Arias. Throws to first in time. So they're down to their final out. And here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. Two down, nobody on. That's hard hit in the line. And that'll do it. The Guardians add another to their winning streak.
Well, when you reel off 8 wins in a row, you're this close to double digits, and now all of a sudden it's a challenge within a challenge to get 2 more wins to get to 10. But there's definitely a high level of confidence that this team is playing at right now, and that's one of those things. You don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to disturb things. Make sure the clubhouse is giving you the same good food it's been giving you all along, and you can keep this win streak going.
9-4, our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. And there are 2 outs.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Gabriel.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Gabriel Arias. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
1 and 2's the count.
Goes down looking. Solo homer to tie it for Cleveland. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Back after this on the show. Back here in Cleveland, ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Jordan Westburg. Right-hander kicks, deals. And that one fouled off. The 1-2. Slider misses outside. Activity in the bullpen. Logan Allen, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. And a pitch. Wouldn't chase that time. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Jackson Holiday, the next to hit, and it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
1 down. Gunnar Henderson now at the plate. Holiday, the base runner at first with 1 out. In the air, out towards left center. Quan sizing this one up, hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Here in the 5th inning, and here he is about to throw his 100th pitch. Man, he's really had to grind through to get to this point.
Alonso.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're at the top of the 5th. Williams keeping him close.
Base runner with a 1-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
There's a line drive to left field. That's a hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point,
Logan Allen on the pitch here.
Coming on to face a righty bat, and they've had quite a bit of success against him this year.
Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Orioles. 2 on, 2 outs.
That missed. That's a ball.
On the inside corner for a strike. 1st and 2nd, 2 down here in the 2nd game of the series. Got him swinging for the K. He swung over top of the curveball.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back now at Progressive Field. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, number 10. The wind and the pitch.
Ball.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
In the air, left side. And that's a foul ball. Here comes a 3-2. And so the lefty allows the leadoff free pass.
Now a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Got him looking. And 1 gone.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, and no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Now a chance for Angel Martinez. 1 away, tie game, go-ahead run stands at first. Last half of inning number 5. And that one in the air, center field. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
The 1-2. In the air, left field. Ward drifts towards it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Guardians lead 1. So no change in the score. It's 3-3. All set for the top of the 6th. And now the center fielder, Colton Cowser. And he deals. Swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2.
2-2's the count.
Just
Count
missed.
full.
Here comes a pitch. Lifted in the air, right center field. Jones on the move. He's got it. 1 away. Digging in, Ryan Mountcastle. And a pitch. On a line, base hit. Around first, digging for 2. The throw in. Close play, but in there.
There he is, coming through with a knock right there. I like the fact that he can pick him up and put him down a little bit. First basemen are known for the speed, but see him get that extra base hit there. Now he's in scoring position.
at second with one away. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. And now the lefty. Got him! Now 2 out.
Up next is the Orioles.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Jeremiah Jackson.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order, struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball and knee in.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. Stepping up for the Guardians, Jose Ramirez.
The third baseman, Jose.
Just missed. Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Number 60, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Kittredge, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. And a pitch. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Back there. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 4-3.
Pitchers hate going against Jose Ramirez because he tends to punish the baseball. This is just the latest example of it. He wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. That'll be it for Trevor Rogers, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute. Now on the bump, Ennis.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Number 51.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1-2.
Got him swinging.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
This guy will throw any pitch at any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Here's the catcher, Bo Naylor. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He doesn't have a throw, and he's on at first.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Gabriel Arias.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Gabriel Arias. 2 outs. That one ripped. Ward makes the grab, and that ends the inning. Jose Ramirez with the homer here. It's now a 4-3 ball game. This is Guardians baseball on the Show, Ohio. Top of inning number 7. Now the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. And a swing and a miss. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Bounced out to short. Arias whips it to first on the run. And 2
there.
away to start the 7th.
Well, here we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
And into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. Looking to get the tying run on base. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
2-2.
And another ball. Pete Alonso, the kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. Score holds at 4-3. Coming out for the Orioles, number 60.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's the second baseman.
For the Guardians, the second baseman, Daniel Neiman.
The 1-1. Fastball for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And
That's
another ball. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
And next is the designated hitter, David Fry. His righty-lefty splits there. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
1 down, base is empty. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. That's off the mark. 2-2. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the second game of the series. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a ball popped up. Westburg makes the catch, and that'll do it. Guardians go down 1-2-3, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Sean Armstrong.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And now the DH, Pete Alonso. Towards first, and he grabs it foul. Right-handed reliever. That one 95 to finish him off.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down one, any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. This offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. One down, base is empty. Lifted in the air, right field. Jones settles underneath it, calls it in for the out.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync, and the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
Here's the center fielder, Colton Cowser. Hit hard, that gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together for him. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
So up next, Ryan Mountcastle.
Right now they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Line drive. Makes the grab, and that will end the inning. And the Orioles lead 1. Still down a run. It's 4-3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Andrew Kittredge.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
So the batting order turns over. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Gets it there in time, though, and they get it out of the play.
Man, that was bang, bang. Tough to tell at full speed, dude.
I got to be honest with you, I couldn't tell either. As they ask for time to check with their replay guys about a possible challenge, we wait and see.
Yeah, and we usually get a couple of close ones every game, it seems, and this one is just about as close as it gets.
Well, they are going to challenge the call, and so now the decision will be made by the umpires at the replay center back in New York. Here's one more look, Singy. You think they're going to overturn it? I kind of do.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance as well. I mean, the more I look at these different angles, the more I'm becoming convinced that he actually beat the throw. So it's turning out to be a pretty good challenge.
The decision's been made, and he's safe. So they overturn the call, and they get it right by taking a chance with a challenge. And at first, down the number 2 hitter, Jose Ramirez. Hit hard, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
And here's the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins. Hoskins pushes it foul. So now 1-2 to Rhys. Hit in the air, center field. Cowser moving under it. He makes the grab. Both runners tagging. Just a bluff, though. Wasn't going anywhere. He'll stay at second with 1 away. Nolan Jones digs in for the Guardians. 2 on, 1 out. That one almost got him. to center field. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. Here in Cleveland, all set to start the ninth in this one. And here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. Righty delivers. Swings and misses. Going to count 1-2. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. One up and down. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
1-2 now. Swings and misses, struck him out. And they're down to their last out.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropped. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment move, get back on track. His team needs him.
Orioles down to their final out. Jordan Westburg will hit next. Number 36 gets handed the rock out of the pen.
29 saves on the season, so he's looking for number 30 right here. He's been big for him in the back of that bullpen.
And a good eye there. They're down to their final strike.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
This could end it. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Stays alive. Two down, nobody on. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And now it's 3-2.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 3-2. Got him, and that's the ball game.
He's done it again, Berg. That's his 30th save of the year as he puts another game to bed. Sweet dreams, everyone.
4-3 our final score. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Guardians fail to score. Still no score. Back here in Cleveland, down the number 2 hitter, Blaze Alexander. The pitch. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Makes the grab, and there's one down. Here's Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Rolled over to third, and he picks it up in foul territory. All tied up here in game 3 of this 4-game series. The line of the pitch. And that's too high.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. Full count 3-2. 1 down, base is empty. Now it's belted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. A gigantic blast. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
So 1 out, nobody on. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. That misses the zone, and a count 2-1. All right, Siggy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that King Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam. Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. A little out front there as he swings through it.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Down and in, moved his feet. Swings and misses, struck him out. Solo homer brings in 1 for Baltimore. And the home team down a run. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now at Progressive Field. Bottom 4, here's Jose Ramirez.
Third baseman, Ramirez.
Hammer, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. Ball to strike. The pitch. Hoskins pushes it foul. Nobody out. Runner at first.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base. Trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Runner on the go. This to third. Rolls across the diamond. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
The first baseman, number 9.
Kyle Mansardo digs in for the Guardians.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Just missed.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
In the air, left side. Tavares settles under it. And there's 2 away.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
And now, Bo Naylor. And a 2-1 on the way. Out towards left center. And that will end the inning. Guardians lead 1, and it remains 1-0. And we're back. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the center fielder, Colton Cowser. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Bounce to the right. Naylor throws to first in time. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Here's Adley Rutschman. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Jump throw, and very nicely done for the out. And here's the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And another ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses, and the count's full. 2 outs. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Righty to the plate. Got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Here in Cleveland, bottom of the inning. So in now for Cleveland, Brian Rocchio. The pitch. In the air, out towards right center. Cowser sizing this one up. Squeezes it. 1 up, 1 down.
Now the right field.
George Valera digs in now. And a pitch. Good eye right there.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Left-hand hitter waits. Right through there for a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground. Gets it to first. Awesome play there.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Gabriel.
And up next for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Jeremiah Jackson getting ready to hit. Jackson having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. The 1-1. Swung on, popped up on the infield, moving under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 1 away.
The left fielder, number 10,
Leody Taveras, the next to hit for the Orioles. One down, base is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a payoff pitch. There's a swing and a drive. Valera going back. Just
to really drive it.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Blaze Alexander. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. This one in the air, right field. Valera makes the catch. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Orioles 1 and the Guardians nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Angel Martinez. The 1-1 on the ground to the left. Whips it to Mountcastle. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Outside, and it's 2-1.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
Next offering is in for a strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And the righty deals. High in the air, out to right. On the move. Pulls it in on the run. And there are 2 outs.
Now the third baseman.
And here is Jose Ramirez.
For me, Boog, Ramirez has been the heart and soul of Cleveland baseball for a few years now. When his career is over, he's going to be considered one of the best players to ever play for this franchise.
Ramirez swings and blasts. Deep to right field. Pulls it in on the warning track. The Guardians go down in order. They still trail 1-0. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Pete Alonso. Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Up the middle. And that one handled. And 2 away to start the 7th.
Just 1 out away from 7 strong innings and just at 100 pitches. Man, pretty impressive. They've got to be happy with what they've gotten from him out there today.
Digging in, Jackson Holliday.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
2-1.
And that's outside. And that's ball 3.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock on to the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And that ball is gone. It's his 8th home run of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 2-0.
Those are the at-bats that leave pitchers exhausted. He had to throw a lot of pitches and still gave up the long ball. That's a bad combo. High velocity up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time he pulls the hands tight to the body, gets through this pitch. What conviction in that swing. Awesome job at the plate.
Base is empty with 2 away. Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. Yeah, there's the strike. And it skips into dirt. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the top half of inning number 7. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And it's 2-zip. Back here in Cleveland, set for the last half of the 7th. And now here is Rhys Hoskins. That one missed. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Yennier Cano is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Aiken warming up as well. Righty delivers. And strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swing and a base hit.
He was all over that one. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Kyle Manzardo. And that's down and away. The tying run at the plate. Hit in the air, center field. He's under it. And out number 1 on the grab. And now it's going to be Bo Naylor. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. He'll take a jog around the bases. His 7th home run of the season. It's 2-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Brandon Hyde out of the dugout now, and he's ready to make a move to the bullpen. Kyle Bradish out of the game, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Chris Bassett.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
1 down. And here is Ryan Rocchio. Next offering in there for a strike. 1-2. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. And a curve misses outside. a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
One gone, runner at first. Stepping up for the Guardians, George Valera. The pitch.
2-1.
In the dirt, blocked. And an excellent job keeping it right there. The 2-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. With the go-ahead run at first, here in Game 3 of this 4-game series. Ripped on a line. He's got it, and there's 2 down.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Gabriel.
And the batter now, Gabriel Arias. Two outs. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Taveras makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Cleveland with a pair on this blast. 2-2 game. Back after this on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Matt Vesta. He has a great slider with tons of movement. So digging in, Adley Rutschman.
The catcher, number 35, Adley Rutschman.
Kicks and deals. There's the strike. That one misses, and the count's even at 2. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 1 away.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Trying to sit in between. Was not able to put the bat on the ball.
Ryan Mountcastle will hit next. And the count 1-2. One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Here comes a pitch. That misses the zone. And the count is even, 2-2. This one smoked out to left. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. An off throw to second, in there safely. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Gunnar Henderson.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Ground ball up the middle. In plenty of time to first, 2 gone.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at bat.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Here's the left fielder, Leody Taveras. Fastball for a strike.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Goes down looking.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Now into the game, Taylor Ward. He takes over in right. Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians.
The center fielder, Angel Martinez.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Number 60 up and throwing. Aiken getting cranked up as well. And the pitch. And he chases that one. And that's the first out. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter.
The left fielder,
Wouldn't chase that time. And that's the inside edge. 3-1. Jose Ramirez on deck for the Guardians. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Right-handed reliever. And that's ball four.
Now batting, third baseman,
Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one.
He's on there. Wait.
Trying to keep this a 2-2 game here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. In the air to left center. Taveras going after it. He's got it. 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, Rhys Hoskins. 2 outs. That's in there, and it's 1-2. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Drops into the glove, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Guardians. Score remains 2-2. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Hunter Gaddis.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Here's the third baseman, Blaze Alexander.
The third baseman, Blaze.
A wide to kick the pitch. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. It's a strikeout. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Pitch misses there, and the count is 2-2. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
This to third. Whips it across, and that quickly 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jordan Westburg. Just missed. All tied up here at the top of the ninth. And he deals. Just misses. Counts full 3-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. The pitch. That one 95 to finish him off. No runs, no hits, no errors. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. We are tied 2-2. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Ryan Helsley.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Kyle Mansardo. The pitch. That's to third, and he can't come up with it. And now the winning run is on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team to bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
No outs, runner at first. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. Off the mark there, and it's 2-1. To the right side, lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Gets it there in time though, and now they have a base runner at second.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
So in now for Cleveland, Ryan Rocchio. The winning run on second base. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
The 1-2. In there. Got him looking for the K. Buckled him with the backdoor breaking ball for strike 3.
I don't know what he's looking for right there. You have to be ready to swing the bat. You can walk it off if you're just a little more aggressive.
And up next for Cleveland, George Valera. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball. 2 straight.
Man on second, 2 down. And that one moves his feet. Left-hand batter waits. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. In there, sets him down on strikes. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back now, and we're in extras. A new arm on the mound here in the top half of the inning, Tim Herron.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Go-ahead run on base. Here's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday.
Now this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
And fouled off. And that one's a little bit low. Now 2-2.
That's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Colton Cowser waits on deck. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. One away.
Now the center fielder, Colton Cowser.
And now the center fielder, Colton Cowser.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And now the lefty.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One out. The go-ahead run is at second, and here in extra innings. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Looking for the K.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up if they can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
Adley Rutschman, the next to hit, and a pitch.
Doing one.
2 down, go-ahead run in scoring position here in the top half of the 10th. Crushed, left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A massive home run. His second home run of the series, and they lead it. It's 4-2. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 down, and now the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle. And a big swing and a miss. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 2 runs on 1 hit, the 2-run homer. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Orioles 4 and the Guardians 2. Back now at Progressive Field. Now here is Gabriel Arias. Tying run at the plate. And another ball. Angel Martinez next to bat for Cleveland. Payoff pitch, and the tying run is on base.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Now Angel Martinez with the winning run at the plate, and we're in the last half of the 10th. And a count 1-2.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seemed to help. Never helped me.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Off-balance feed. There's one. On a Mountcastle. It's a double play. On to pitch here,
and he may only have to face one batter in this spot. At least that's what they're hoping, as he tries to strand that runner at third. Big spot here.
So they're down to their final out. Now the left fielder, number 10. One strike away. Bounced out to short. Westberg. On to first. Ball game. And the Orioles bounce back from consecutive losses to take game 3 of the series.
Well, Boog, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak from here.
Our final line score tonight.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Cleveland Guardians. John Shambi on the play-by-play with you. Chris Singleton providing the color. Chris, one guy having a big year for this club, leading the team at home runs and runs batted in. Jose Ramirez leads the team at OPS, so he's the guy that looks to slug and basically make things happen for them offensively.
Just a machine in terms of production at the plate. He'll take his walks, he'll barrel up the baseball, he'll hit the ball in the gaps, he'll hit the ball over the fence. So talk about a guy going good. That's him right now, and he's a bat that you want to stay away from if you're the pitcher.
So just about set and towing the slab, Joey Cantillo. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses, and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
And into the box for Baltimore, Jordan Westberg. And a foul ball. The pitch. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Well, the bright side is that will help the on-base percentage a little bit, and that's a category no batter can ignore these days. OBP, OPS, well, maybe that'll ease the pain just a little bit.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. And he deals. And it's strike 2.
Well, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seemed to play better in road games.
First and second, no outs here in the finale of this 4-game set. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-2. The pitch. And it's filled up. Pete Alonso in the on-deck circle. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Squeezes it. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Pete Alonso.
Well, his teammates keep feeding him, and he keeps on eating. Top 5 in the American League in RBIs, and he's become a go-to guy you want to see at the plate. If you root for this team, he's the guy you want up there with runners on base right now.
Here's Pete Alonso. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
One down. And next for the Orioles, Taylor Ward. That one fouled off.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, boy, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it, or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Here's Adley Rutschman. Next offering is in for a strike.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And there's a ball. Jeremiah Jackson waiting on deck for the Orioles. Holiday, the runner at third. Alonso at first. 2 out of the inning. Lined, and that's a base hit. In comes the run from third. It's 2-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
First and third, 2 away. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jeremiah Jackson. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Orioles 2, and the Guardians nothing. Back now at Progressive Field. And getting the start for Baltimore, Zach Eflin. What should we keep an eye on here?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
We go to the bottom of the first. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
No left field.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And that's down and away. And a swing and a miss.
2-2 count.
Here's the 2-2. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one away. And let's take a look at the lineup. Down to the 8th spot, a guy that's trying to get back on track at the plate, Angel Martinez.
Well, right-handed pitching has been a real challenge for him so far this season. You know, he's just not showing much consistency in those at-bats. Clearly, he's getting a shot to change that narrative in this one. Manager has some confidence that he can get it done. I'll be looking to see if he can put some good at-bats together to get some confidence going.
Way out front for strike two. Eflin, not a big strikeout guy, but still very effective as far as starting pitchers go. One of those guys that involves the defense and really gets him involved in the action. Caught him looking for the K.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Now it's Jose Ramirez.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Righty delivers. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Two down, nobody on. And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. They trail it here 2-0. All set for the start of the inning. And now the DH, Tyler O'Neill. Kicks and fires. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
3-2 on the way. Grounder off the pitcher. And they get the out after the ricochet. Catcher coming on to check on him. It looked like he got him on his back leg. So you wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
And now the center fielder, Colton Cowser. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
That's out.
Yeah, that's outside, and it's 2-1. 1 out, bases empty. Next offering upstairs. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog, and I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way, so people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them. He was able to execute the perfect pitch for that situation. Had been pounding him with fastballs, and then all of a sudden pulls out the changeup and has good enough command to make it competitive. Tell you what, varying speeds like that to a hitter can be really, really effective. And right there, you could tell that hitter was just overmatched. He's mixing his pitches really well late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They're up 2-0. Bottom of the inning, and it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish.
The designated hitter, Rhys Hoskins.
Kicks and deals. And there's a rocket into the outfield. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. All he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians. Ball to strike. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big run and get himself a hit.
Here's Brian Riccio. The 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Here's a 1-2. That one to first. Over to second for 1. How about that double play?
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first, and the middle infielder throwing into a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
Will Naylor at the plate now. That one missed. The 2-1. Big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 outs and a runner at third. Bottom half of inning number 2. Naylor checks his swing. Appeal down to third. Did not go. 2 outs. Goes down looking. Guardians lead 1. They trail things here 2-0. New inning getting started. Now the number 2 hitter, Jackson Holliday. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Left field, Quan settles underneath it, brings it in. And a quick out, number 1. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now, it doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Breaking ball inside. 2-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
That one's in there, and that's strike 2. Two out, space is empty. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first, and that is the inning. So they go quietly there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Orioles 2 and the Guardians nothing. Here in Cleveland, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Angel Martinez. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. 1 away.
Batting 9. The shortstop,
Gabriel Arias will hit next. The Guardians trailing by 2 here in the last half of the 3rd. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's 2 away.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Wouldn't chase that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Jackson brings it in for the 3rd out. Guardians go down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 4th. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. And that one is lifted in the air. Flashes the leather on the running catch. 1 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
The pitch. Right through there for a strike. Well, it was bumpy in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a really nice groove. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. That misses the zone, and the count's even at 2. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Logan Allen, the left-hander, up and throwing. That one outside, and it's 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Man, there was no deviating from the fastball right there. He just kept coming after him with it. Here it is. Hit it if you can. And he just couldn't find a way to put it in play.
And into the box for Baltimore, Jeremiah Jackson. 2 down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time. So the drop 3rd strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Offense held in check there. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Orioles 2 and the Guardians nothing. Ready to go, bottom 4. Stepping up for the Guardians, George Valera. Got it by him for the K.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Next offering is in the dirt. The Orioles up by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And the right-hander deals. On the ground. And that one handled. Takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some runs while you're at it.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. The Orioles leading by 2 here in the finale of this 4-game set. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3 up, 3 down inning. The Guardians go down in order, and they're down 2-0. So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Logan Allen.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Here's Tyler O'Neill.
The designated hitter, Tyler O'Neill.
The 1-2. And they'll do it again. Into center on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting the center fielder, Colton
Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
Foul ball there. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So the lineup flips over. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Martinez under this one. Makes the catch. And that'll do it. And we're back. John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. And set to get us started. Bottom 5. Kyle Manzardo. Right-hander kicks, deals. Tap back to the mound. Throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting the second baseman, Ryan.
So digging in, Ryan Rocchio. The Guardians down by a pair. Last half of inning number 5. And there's a strike. And that one missing low. Stays alive. One down, base is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. And it's ball four. He missed down low. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter or 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Working down to the zone to start the at-bat, looking for that double play ground ball.
Yeah, back-to-back sinkers there. He's looking for some weak contact or to get this hitter to roll over. Now, as a hitter, you have to be really disciplined. Don't look down because you'll end up chasing the ball down. Set your sights high. Maybe you get a mistake.
Good eye right there. Roquillo, the runner at first with 1 gone to the inning. Well struck right field. And that one is gone. He circles the bases. His second home run of the series. And it ties it up. It's 2-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
And up next for Cleveland, Angel Martinez. Fall off foul. And a pitch. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Three-two now. Fights it off. He'll see another. Line drive to short and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
So in now for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. This to third, Westburg. Rolls across the diamond, and that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Major League Baseball is on the show. All set for the top of the 6th. And into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. The 2-2. Bounced out to short, Arias. Whips it to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Here we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
And next for the Orioles, Gunnar Henderson. All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. He just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 2 outs. Line drive. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. We are tied 2-2. Back now at Progressive Field. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against the front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Stepping up for the Guardians, George Valera. And the pitch. In the air, left field. Ward drifts towards it. And there's one down.
Now batting, third baseman, Postman.
Here's Jose Ramirez.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Eflin a move to first. Kwan gets back easily. With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Here goes the runner. It's a pitch out. And safe. It's a stolen base.
Well, I'm sure they're pretty frustrated. They guessed right on the pitch out. The throw was okay, but they still couldn't cut him down. Aside from a bad jump, they stood no chance at catching him right there.
The count 2-1. Lifted in the air, right field. Jackson has a beat on it. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Now the designated hitter, Rhys Hoskins.
Next to hit, Rhys Hoskins.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed. Well, just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
The 1-2. Line drive, base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's 3-2.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and lipped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Brandon Hyde out of the dugout now, and he's ready to make a move to the bullpen. Zach Eflin gives way, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. New pitcher on here, Tyler Wells.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
So 2 down. Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians. And another ball.
Ball 2.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Colin Holderman.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And into the box for Baltimore, Taylor Ward.
Number 3, Taylor Ward.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And the pitch. And that one is inside. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Number 62 up and throwing. Armstrong, the right-hander, also getting loose. The pitch. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Right-handed reliever. Adley Rutschman hitting on deck circle. The kick, the 3-2. That one ripped. Took the extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. Here's the throw. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Adley Rutschman now at the plate. So the tying run at second. And that one fouled off. And a ball and 2 strikes. Got him looking. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
A big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound. No question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Next to hit, Jeremiah Jackson. Not even close there. 2-1. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. And that one fouled off. Man at second. On the ground to the left. Ramirez sends it to first. Now 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
The Guardians going with a new pitcher, number 62.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Tyler O'Neill, the next to hit.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order. Struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
And now 2-1. With the tying run at second, here in the finale of this 4-game set. Wouldn't chase that time. Colton Cowser. Next at bat for Baltimore. Late with the swing there. Payoff pitch. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Man on second, 2 down. And that is that. And the Orioles lead 1. They're down 3-2. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Brian Rocchio. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a pop-up. Henderson settles underneath it. And there's one down.
Now batting, catcher, Bo Naylor.
Here's the catcher, Bo Naylor. Just missed. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Ennis is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Number 60 warming up as well. And it's fouled away. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball. I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
2 down, nobody on. Bounce to the left side. Toss to Alonso. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. So they make short work of him there. 8th inning coming up. Guardians 3 and the Orioles 2. We go to the 8th and into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. At the belt and fires. Trying to bunt his way on. And foul ball. And a pitch. Right through there, got it. And 1 out now.
Now this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a 1-2. And another ball.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one out to right. Hauls it in for the out. So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot. John Armstrong. Here's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday.
Now this guy, a player that if he gets on base has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
And that's downstairs and outside. And swinging. Orioles held in check there. They trail it 3-2. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Ennis.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians.
The shortstop, Gabriel Arias.
The wind to the pitch. That one misses, and it's 2-1. Activity in the bullpen. Andrew Kittredge, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. The 2-1.
Hey!
And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Corrals it. And there's one away.
Up next is Cleveland. The left field.
So the batting order turns over. And up next for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
George Valera getting ready to hit. And now the lefty struck him out looking.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
So 2 down now, and here is Jose Ramirez. And that one almost got him. Two outs. On the ground to third. Has some trouble with it. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
So first and second with 2 outs. Rhys Hoskins digs in for the Guardians. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2.
Looking for some insurance, or as our friends down in the South would say,
insurance.
No matter how you say it, we know what you mean.
Cleveland up a run, looking for more. That's to third. Westbrook. The throw to first. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. So they strand a pair. 9th inning coming up. Guardians 3 and the Orioles 2. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, number 36.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty on the plate.
And there's a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. And there's one down.
Such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
He's 2 outs away. Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. And a count 1-2. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. The 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 1-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's going to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
That one in the dirt. Now 2-2. Wouldn't chase that time. Taylor Ward waiting on deck for the Orioles. And swinging for the strikeout. Now only one out remaining.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
So they're down to their final out. So next to hit for Baltimore, Taylor Ward. 2 down, nobody on. And another ball. They're down to their final strike. One strike away. And that's the ball game.
These players just want to keep it rolling right now. You win this series, you got another team coming in, and you want to do exactly the same. Maybe even push a little further. Get yourself a sweep. You know the fans are going to be behind this club. They've been playing really well, and these players, you can tell they feel the energy these fans bring to the ballpark.
3-2 the final score. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
The final line for this afternoon.